Hey YouTube, it's Grace and welcome to episode 30 and the series finale of my series where I take every single painting from Minecraft and I make them in real life. For this last episode, I only had one painting left and I did the pointer painting. I think I may have done this one once before, but it was a while ago. And don't forget that over on my Etsy, I have guides you can download for every single one of the paintings in this series. It was so satisfying uploading this last one last night. Absolutely no pressure to buy anything if you can't, but if you would like to try making these paintings for yourself, but you need something a little bit more detailed and in-depth compared to just a YouTube video, then those are available for you. I have my Etsy linked in the description, but without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, this is officially the last painting from my Minecraft series. I will be making it on an 18 by 18 inch canvas. Now, the design itself is 64 by 64 pixels, so hopefully I don't regret making it on such a small canvas proportionally. Because the way you figure out how big each pixel will be is you take the size of the canvas, so 18 inches divided by 64, because that's how many pixels it is. And for this I get about 0.28. So each pixel is only going to be like a 1/4 inch, which is very, very small. And now that all of these lines are marked out, I'm going to go ahead and use a pencil and a ruler to connect them and make the grid. Next, I'm going to be adding a thin layer of white paint over this just to keep the pencil from smearing and kind of seal it in. Oh no. The paint I've been using for this entire series is like almost out, and I'm gonna be so sad if I don't have enough to make it through this last one. I didn't want to do this, but I guess I have to use my nice paint now. No more chunky paint. Hopefully this isn't too thick. Now I just need to wait for this to dry, which hopefully the grid will be more visible when it does, and then I'll do the border. For the border, I'm going to be using this medium brown color, which I already had to begin with, but I added more of it with these two, so maybe that's how I made it before, I don't remember. Thankfully, after the white paint dried, it became a lot easier to see the grid, but now I have the border done, so once this is dry, which will probably just be tomorrow because I don't want to do anything more today, then I will start on the real design. Thankfully, this painting is not too complicated, so I've been able to map out the white, light gray, and black pretty easily. There's not a lot of detail in those colors, but I'll definitely go back and add some later on. So next, I just mixed this really dark brownish gray color, and I'm going to use it around the black pixels, because as you can see, it kind of blends into this brown, but it needs to like transition a bit more slowly. I can't just have it like black and brown, like there's lots of different little colors in there. Here's an update on the progress that I've made. I think it's looking pretty good. I need to fill in a few more shades of gray though, so I'm working on mixing those next. Now this shade of gray here is more of like a purplish hint, and then there's like a slightly darker one above it. So I just took a color really similar to this gray, and then added some like bluish purple color to it, and I think it looks pretty good. Now the sky in this painting is a few different shades of purple. This darkest one that I just painted is more of like a bluish dark purple, but this one is a lot warmer, and then it transitions to quite a bit lighter up top. Now for the lightest color at the top of the sky, I took the dark and medium and mixed them together since they're like different warmths, and then I added a bunch of white to it. Now that most of the background has been roughly blocked out, I need to move on to the hand, which this is definitely the most complicated part of the painting, so I can't simplify it too much, otherwise it won't look good. So I just keep all of my extra paints in little containers on here, so I just pulled down a bunch of like rough matches, so I'm going to go through and kind of switch these up a bit. I think for the darkest part of the hand, kind of in the center, I'm going to use this super dark red. Since this is the last painting for this series, I've been doing a lot of thinking about what I want to be doing on YouTube after this, and my brain is like simultaneously extremely motivated and a little bit burnt out at the same time. I want to take a break, but also I just have so many really cool ideas that I really want to do, but also like I'm fighting the urge to impulsively completely reorganize my room right now, but also like I'm so tired. I don't know how to manage all of those emotions at the same time. Okay, and here is the first coat done. Think of this very much as a rough draft to kind of just give me a rough idea of where everything needs to go. Once this is dry, I will do the second coat, and I'll probably adjust some of the colors in the hand and maybe a little bit in the background, but not too much. I'll mostly just be focusing on making sure the paint is more opaque and cleaning up the lines. Here is the second coat pretty much done. As you can see, I adjusted the colors a little bit, but nothing too dramatic. And the lines look a lot cleaner and the paint is more opaque. So once this is completely dry, then I'll work on the details. So for detailing, my main goal is just to blend everything out and make the colors more of a gradient into each other. So I'm going to start by taking these colors and mixing them 50-50 to get a color that's in between, and then using that to like soften these colors. So here is an update. You can see I did a dark gray, and then I also made a few different shades of purple. And from further away, this sort of gives it like a blurry, out of focus effect. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that same process with these colors here, and then also these. Okay, the background is mostly done. I know these spots in the bottom still look like they're very plain, but that's actually how the reference looks, so I don't want to like change it up too much. But otherwise I just need to add some pixelization and blending in the hand, and it should be done. I have spent so much time going like back and forth in this room trying to figure out if the hand looks right that all of my paint dried. I don't think I'm ever going to get it perfect, but I think it looks pretty decent, so I'm just gonna call it done. But I will show you tomorrow in better lighting for the grand reveal. And here is the finished painting the next day. It's completely dry, it's in better lighting, sort of. At the time I'm filming this, we're in the middle of a blizzard, so all of my windows look like this, but that's the best lighting I got. Here's a close-up shot so you can see all of the details and the many blending colors that I added, especially in the hand. And here it is from a bit further back. But overall, I am pretty happy with the way that this turned out, and I am very proud of myself for actually sticking with this series and this project for so long. It took me around 9 months from making the first painting to this one. I will be making a video where I rank all of them based off of how enjoyable they were to make and how much I like the designs in general, so keep an eye out for that in the future. And as always, if you would like to see a better quality picture of the painting that I just made or any of the other art that I've made, check out my Instagram and my TikTok because I have tons of pictures and videos on there. And before I end this video, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who has watched, commented, liked, subscribed, any of that throughout these past few months. This series has been really fun for me, and I have enjoyed interacting with you and seeing how many of you used my guides and made your own paintings. That was really cool for me. So yeah, thank you so much for that. It means a lot. And thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will hopefully see you in my next one and my future ones where I make original art for the first time in 9 months. Bye.